It's amazing to be here again, and it's encouraging to listen from you guys. And I'm very excited. We are very excited. I'm Luis Hurtado, and with my family, we serve in the mountains of San Luis Potosí in Mexico with the Xi'iuy people, and we are living at a very interesting time. I told you some meetings ago that we felt that our time there was coming to an end about 5 years ago. A lot of anticipation, right? But that's the way God deals with us. So we start praying, just preparing for that move, and nowadays we are transitioning from a ministry in the mountains in Mexico with an Indigenous people group in small villages to a ministry in Germany among immigrants in big cities. And it's been great, I don't know where to start because many things have been going on. First, we got assured that the church is ready for us to leave. In the last couple of years, we've been organizing with the church oral Bible stories festivals, which is a very complex system to read and study the Bible and then share it. And maybe Jordan knows a little bit about it. And but anyways, so we've been helping the church, and our main festival is the Christmas festival. So this last year we had to leave earlier. We couldn't help the church organize, put together this festival, and they did it in a powerful fashion, like beautiful. I was preaching in a church, and then I started receiving some pictures from it, and I almost cried. And I was preaching, I was using my cell phone with some notes, and I got those pictures, and I was almost crying. And I told the church, my Xi'iuy brethren are on track. They are ready. And so it's been great to witness that. Then after coming back from Christmas holidays, we spoke with them. Finally, we told them. They didn't know until 2 weeks ago that we were leaving. So we had a very good conversation. It was bittersweet. Some of they cried. We only spoke with the leadership team, not with the whole church or people in general, but with the leadership team. And some of them cried, and some of them got worried about what would they do without us. And I think that's good in a way, because that means we are loved. The other scenario would be, good for you. There's not now. Well, they cried, but it was great because there was no conflict, no anxiety. Over anxious. They weren't over anxious about us leaving. We are leaving in 1 year, so that's. I think that it was a good thing to tell them in advance, but not too early. We knew we were moving to Germany about a year ago. But we wanted to keep it secretly from them, because we didn't want a anticipated crisis. So they took it very well. We had this meeting on Tuesday night, or Monday night, I think, and then on Tuesday we meet for the Bible Stories project, and they were acting normal. We advanced, we studied our stories, and it was great. And there's a sense of melancholy. Is that a word? Melancholy. And but not, it's not a burden. It's not like or like bitterness. Not bitterness. Not anxiety. I'm sorry. They're not anxious. They are. I think we took the right decision to tell them. It was a great time to tell them. Outside the mountains, God has been great opening doors for us. Last week we started visiting churches to present our project in Germany, and it was great. It was exciting to be prayed for in our denomination, within our country, for the first time. Just so you know, we would be the first overseas missionaries to be sent by the Christian and Missionary Alliance in Mexico. So we have this double responsibility, both to be good missionaries there, but also to be to be able to reunite all the churches, in one project. So it's and it's not only money. It's pastoral care, is prayer, is probably short-term mission trips, all of that together. That has been easy. That have been easy here in the country, but now that it's overseas, it's going to be very interesting. And so that's one of the things we need to achieve in 1 year to get all the churches of the Alliance together in this project. And but it's been great. I just had a meeting with Arturo Velasco and the team members of the Mission Steering Committee, National Mission Steering Committee. And they are very excited. They are, running all the place, finding podcasts and training on missionary care, and they are reading books about taking care of missionaries overseas, and they are very excited, and it's very encouraging. It's very encouraging, and we will visit. We are still working in the mountains, so it's crazy, because we will visit one region per month. So we preached in Guadalajara this last weekend, and we are preaching here in San Luis Potosí City this weekend, and then we're going back. Then in March we'll go to Aguatitla Hidalgo, which that's close. It's with a Nahuatl church, in 1 weekend, and then we will fly to Ciudad Juárez, that's in the border with the U.S. and preach there, and we will be visiting, that region. So it's going to be kind of crazy this year, but the good news is that we are planning as Claudia said, a furlough in the U.S. and praise the Lord for Open Door Church and Memorial Park Church that are hosting us for 2 months, beginning on June. So we will have some stability. We will stay in one place at least, and we will be learning perfecting our English and experimenting life in another country as a family. For at least a midterm, 2 months, and it will be enough to see what tools we have to cope with being in another country and with a different language than ours. And then in August we will fly to, God willing, we will fly to Europe and be in Germany for the first time. And so we will stay there probably for 2 or 3 weeks, And we've been in touch with a man whose name is Florian, and he's the leader of a ministry called Global Nomads. And they work with Muslim and other groups in Europe and in Middle East, and actually all the way up to China. So they have a hub in Frankfurt in Germany. So we've been talking about what we do in the mountains and what they do, all around, all across the Silk Road, and we, it looks like we fit to each other. Their philosophy, the way they work, and what God has allowed us to do here in the mountains, I think it's a very good fit, at least for the first year in Germany. So we'll be there. We will be with him, and he will show us around, not only Frankfurt but Germany. But it looks like we are going to be hired by them, and that will make it easier to enter Germany. Otherwise, if I find a job or something, I would have to be like very, very fluent in German. I know enough German to know that Zimmermann means the man of the room. Did you know that, Kyle? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's all the German I know yet. No, I know. I've been talking with people in German now, so it's great. God made a miracle in this hot head. So, so it's been great. It's amazing. It's very exciting. And then we are coming back after, at the end of August. We will go back to Pittsburgh and then go back to Mexico, and we will just wrap up things in the mountains until December. And God willing, we move out from the mountains in December, and we are yet to decide where to stay before moving to Germany. So we have options. We can come and rent a house here in San Luis Potosí City, but also we have the opportunity to go back to Carla's or my parents' house for a couple of months before going. So that would be Mexico City, Irapuato City in the case of Carla's parents, or Mexico City in the case of my parents. So we are still praying about it, but yeah, seems like this is for real. Looks like we're moving, and I relate a lot with Dave Jordan as he's moving out, and wanting to see more things happening. But so pray for that too, as we to live with a content heart, that we did what God called us to do there. And one more thing, pray for a doctor. We're just following God's lead, and we think that one of the reasons we're moving out is because we are making room for someone else from our denomination to step up into missions, But it would be awesome if he or she or they is a nurse or a doctor. So please pray for that.